Hello and welcome back to the Minetrek.net game server. We're doing a bit of an update here on the Enterprise E. That's the Enterprise E. For those of you who think I keep saying D, no, E. Anyways, Em said she has Deck 5 pretty much done, so let's work our way up here. And so Deck 1, Deck 2, Deck 3, Deck 4, and Deck 5. So let's go ahead and take a look at Deck 5 here. Let's go ahead and enter it from Deck 4. You get to see a little bit here. Alrighty, there's a turbo lift. No, we'll use the gangway. How's that sound? We'll use the gangway. Going down to Deck 4. Go ahead and get rid of this magenta so we don't see something in my hands. Alright, Deck 4, main stairwell. Is this Deck 4? Deck 4, main stairwell. Alright, so Deck 4. Deck 3. Yeah, okay, so you got Deck 5 done. So we're going to work and find our way to Deck 5. There it is. Stairwell to Deck 5. Go down to Deck 5. Alright, here we are. Stairwell Deck 5. We have an equipment storage locker, which is really nice. Cargo transporter systems. Basically, it's a transporter. Oh, because of the roof. Alright, let's take a look here. Upper Saucer Cargo Complex. So the upper saucer has a nice sized cargo complex. You can see it's pretty tall, 2 stories tall. I remember setting this in here and really trying to get a nice idea for where the transporter would go and changing the design several times. We also did the same thing with the Voyager with this lift system here. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But we thought this was a pretty cool thing, so we went ahead and did that with this build as well. It goes all the way down to the main cargo bay. I think it even goes below that, down into the deck or 2 below it. So it's been a while since I've been on the E. So yeah, I really liked how this cargo bay came out. I gotta say, once it was all together, and it looked like a pair of lungs. But you know what? Who cares? It looked good, and it has 2 transporters. Ooh, yay! All right, we have a turbo lift. Of course, it goes everywhere. We have a new design for corridors, but for Jefferies tubes here. And let me show you real quick kind of what the working idea is. First and foremost, I need to make sure I have my tool properly selected so I can replace that when we're done. But the new concept for Jefferies tubes, I just came up with it while working on the Enterprise D, and we liked it a lot. Something like this. And I'll put that there, and there we go. So we know that this is a Jefferies tube entrance. Now these blocks can be changed. Right now I'll just go ahead and make them black blocks, but they can be changed to any number of blocks, like these blocks, for example. Which, yeah, I don't know. Do they look okay on that? They look kind of good. Then again, we have this block. See how that looks? Ooh, I like that too. I'm going to leave that one the way it is for right now. But then again, there is also one other block. I think let's try the graphite block to see what it looks like. I'm not familiar. Oh yes. Yeah, it's the graphite block. That's the one I would say use. But yeah, anyways, that's one of the trunk doors. Ooh, I better grab my thing. Now, when it's an angled stairwell, it will require a little bit of finesse to get it to work. But or stairwell, an angled doorway, it'll require a bit of finesse to get going. Now, we are playing around with the better foliage mod, I believe it is. And M is going to convert or redo our texture pack. I think this block here is going to be set up to be rounded like these ones here is. It works well with Forge. I haven't had any issues with it. There is a configuration setup that iPanic gave me that I use. So I'm not real familiar with the better foliage mod, but y'all might want to check it out. It's kind of cool mod. Get to see trees and leaves fall, or leaves fall off of trees. It's really nice. But yeah, if you look here, I'll see if I can get to the center point here and spin around. There we go. Alright, we'll see what it looks like on the... darn it, I keep forgetting that certain things don't work the way they used to. I think it's C. Here we go, that's it. That's the deck layout for Deck 5 here of the Enterprise. And it's a pretty nice looking design, a little squirrely and stuff. And there's M. Heller. I'll show her what I did here real quick. See if she likes it. That's a Miller, folks. So, but yeah, looks kind of neat. You have to forgive me, I'm having a bit of an eye issue today. My eyes are very, very tired. It happens, unfortunately. It's one of the nature of the beasts. You got to live with it. It sucks, but yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Just during the shift. Yeah, the deck layout's really nice. What she was doing, she went through and she did up the labs. Like here's a genetics lab with some of the stuff that Blue and I designed outside the ship for science machinery and stuff. As you can see, it looks pretty nice. She did a nice job. It's nice and compact in here. These labs aren't, real spacious, so these are probably specialty labs, like guys that like claustrophobia. But in retrospect, I think in the future, if I was going to do this, I would make these labs probably twice as large as I normally do. But the Sovereign has so much space and stuff like that yeah. I thought I gave them enough room, but I didn't. Anyways, this is a auxiliary light support for decks 1 through 5. So it actually goes up from decks, well, it goes up a couple of decks, so it comes back down. Kind of neat, kind of neat. What is that? What is that? What is those? Oh, those are more science labs. So, you know what? I think we could probably even tour deck 4 in one video because deck 4 is done as well. I don't believe I showed that. This is a hazard material storage, hence the red and yellow. Here's a lifeboat. I think you've seen these before. I remember who designed those, but they work. More lifeboats. More hazard storage. And another lifeboat. Another midship corridor. Ooh, Jefferies tube. Actually, it is a Jefferies tube. So this is an angled one. I won't go ahead and do it on recording here, but basically the door will be something similar to this. Actually, you know what? I will do it on recording. And then the vents will go in like so. Whoops, that's not a vent. Darn it, my graphite block disappeared. That's not it either. That's coarse dirt. Graphite. There we go. Granite. Let's try granite. Let's see if that works. See, I can't read anything right now, so I'm kind of guessing. Yeah, it works out really well. Nice little Jefferies tube door right there. And of course, got to put a sign back on here. It says, whoops, JT. What if I take my glasses? Oh yeah, if I take my glasses off, then I can see a little bit better. It's eye fatigue. That's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Eye fatigue. There we go. Anyways, come down through here. These are mainly lifeboats through here, which is, not a bad idea. Then we have lifeboat support systems, kind of integrated into here. Power relays, other stuff, kind of neat stuff. And then over here, transporter transceiver systems. This is for the transporter. I guess it's above us, the transceiver systems. Who knows? Maybe there's even a transporter above us. Who knows? But yeah, that's down this side. And let's go ahead. I'm gonna fly because I can, and why not? I remember flying through here, setting these decks up, and flying from one side to the other to get my marker set for mirroring and things. That was a lot of fun. I remember those days. Anyways, here we go. Here's a bathroom. Again, I don't know if the restrooms are going to be updated to the new style or not. I'm sure they will eventually. Here's the shared quarters, family crew quarters. Nice. Nice. A nice little bed in here. Some shelving and a closet. Some more stuff. Ooh, nice shower. Toilet, sink area. Come through here, same thing. Nice and roomy, nice and feel. Again, with vanilla Minecraft, there isn't really a lot of options for decorations, so we make do with what we got. And that's just the way it is. A little day bed there. We do the best we can, and it is. I mean, considering that there are over 1,700 crew quarters on this ship, and probably 500 labs, and God only knows how many other departments and things like that. I tried to fill in as much of them as I could, except for the crew quarters, but in specialty areas I tried to fill them all in as well as I could. I also helped with Blue's help, we set up a bunch of scientific stuff, looking stuff to put in the labs to help set up the labs a lot quicker. And of course, iPanic set up the hydroponics bays, so we have a standard for those now. Yay! And so, M's pretty much just going through the crew quarters and setting those up. You can see the bracing here along the windows and things like that. This is why she wanted all the windows in, and so she could put the bracing in, get everything all hunky-dory. Granted, you have like little spaces back in there and stuff like that can be like a little, like she has right here, a little plant or something, but or you could put like a little shelf back there or something like that, just something simple. And same thing with this, something simple. So they can, if they wanted to, they can put something there. On issues like this, I would almost say, if I can find it without my eyeball bugging out of my head, I ran into this when I was setting up the captain's quarters. I would just do a half slab, and then another half slab right there, and so it gives you a little bit more room, and it still keeps the brace appearance and things. But since I'm not mirroring anything right now, I'm going to go ahead and undo all the changes I've done, and then I can come back and revisit them later. But that's just kind of a pointer thing there that I kind of crossed. Got a little cove right there for whatever. Some, I'm not sure what's above us, but yeah. It's kind of hard to set these up because they are smaller than they're not small by no means, but once you put stuff inside of them, they get small. So shield grid reinforcement nodes. Oh yeah, this is an area that M helped redesign. Oh wait, is it? I think this actually goes along the whole length of the ship. No, this is one of those areas I designed. Yeah, I had no idea what a shield grid reinforcement node looks like. So I basically took a basic node, modified it, and then just inlaid them in here with grid and stuff, and figured, what the hey, you know what? It's a very short area. It looks good. We're going to roll with it. Here's an officer's quarters, much larger, as you can see. Very nicely laid out through here. Got a lot more room, a nice little Starfleet Minecraft bed. Again, a nice big restroom. So, very nicely done. Very nicely done. Go back out, and we'll walk along the corridor here and work our way forward. I believe there's some more quarters and stuff basically through here, but then we have a adjacent hallway or corridor here. We have an emergency storage lockers. Yeah, working on the E was a year-long process. It was a lot of fun. A lot of innovation was done with the ship, especially with stylistic designs and things like that. And the hull work that Nim Heller did was just outstanding, out of the park. Beautiful work. I'm envious of how well she does that. So we come through here, and we have another shield grid. This is just another entrance to the reinforcement nodes. And EPS junction bay. Basically, you remember those things that you saw if you ever watched the original series where Scotty kind of climbs up into them and stuff? That's kind of what this is. You just sort of a service bay for electronics and things. Go ahead and make sure this time I actually have it selected. Whoops. See, I can't see anything, so I'm just like, yeah, it looks good. Alright. There we go. And here's a JT. It just basically goes this way and then down into a ladder. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's magenta. Oh, we got a spot there. We got a spot there. What should we use to replace? Let's go ahead and replace this. I don't like empty spots. There. Make sure it's right. There we go. And 2. Yeah, I don't want to be looking through here. You can still see magenta, but that'll eventually all be changed into a different color block. Anyways, this is a Jefferies tube that takes you down further. So I'm not sure if we're going to redo these floors to a different style or not. I'm sure right now they're really dark and stuff, and Em was thinking about redoing them to a much more TNG-esque style. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not, or if it does happen, when it'll happen. Again, I'm not going to be involved with a lot of the remodeling stuff. The doorways and things like that I'll go ahead and do on this and on the Voyager, and maybe even the Defiant as well, because they just say Jefferies tube, if we had a way to I guess you can even put a door there now. If we had a door, it looks like a hatch. That would really be awesome. We got plenty of doors. I'm surprised we don't have any doors that look like hatches. Where are the doors? There they are. Take one of these doors here and make it into look like a hatch or something, you know. Well, that's pretty. See what other doors would look like. Yeah, turn that one into a hatch. Make that look like a little hatch door. But then you got these little works. That looks silly. That looks silly, doesn't it? Oh well. Yeah, well, let's go ahead and toss that one. I'm curious, what's this one look like? Ooh, I like that one too. How about this one? Yeah, well, obviously it looks different in my hand than the textures coming out here, so yeah. I'm just answering him's response there. But that's a good question because I'm standing. I'm actually standing at one. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm standing at two of them. I'm thinking the same thing. Let's try and see what it looks like if we again. Let's make sure we select that and what do y'all think? Em's going to experiment as well, so she'll probably come up with a style, and I will as well, and then we will see which one we like, and whichever one works the best. Let's go with this block. Get rid of that door. What do you guys think of that? What do y'all think of that? Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm actually liking it. I think it's not a bad idea. I'll go ahead and ask Em to TP to us real quick, and then we can have her take a look at it. Have her take a quick looky at it. I'm standing in a light, I guess. Yeah, there's a torch right there. Em! MH, come on. You know the ones I really like? Not that baby puke green, but I like this pea green. And make sure I got that one selected. I kinda like the lighter color. This one here I like the best, but it's really up to Emma. And she's the one that's doing all the style stuff. So it's kind of hard to say, really. But we'll have to have a think about and see what comes. She's going to work on it, and ooh, that's even nicer. Ooh, neato. Ooh, neato. Yeah, that's neato. Yeah, that works too. That works too. Good use of the sandstone blocks. Looks technical. Looks very technical. Kind of neat. Kind of neat. All right, I'll leave Em to it. And yeah, it's when you're making design changes like this. Just letting her know it looks good. We really like. There, I'm stuttering. We like to differentiate the areas that we're working on like doorways and things like that. So we know, like certain doors are like these doors here, or, you know, letting us know that this is a maintenance room. Cool. Um, this right here, obviously Jefferies tube. This right here, you know, is now our ODN design changes. Make sure I get the right one this time. Yeah, I did. I like that. That's a nice change right there. I like that, how she set that right there. That's actually pretty sweet. I like that. See if we do that with these. There we go. Looks much, much better. Me likes lots better. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Well, let's finish our tour real quick here. Ooh, we fly right by. This is sensor systems. Kind of nice. The nice little lead tucked in here. But basically, it's just a big sensor thingy, majiggy thingy. Again, who knows what they look like, so we just sort of made it up as we went. More Jefferies tubes. Am's working on those. I'll get out of her way. Another Jefferies tube right here. ODN junction bay. Ooh, this is going to be tricky, because this one here is an actual compartment as opposed to a crawl space. So we'll see how she approaches this one. It doesn't matter. It can have a door, or it can do the hatch-like thing that we just designed. It really doesn't matter. So, but yeah, it's kind of nifty. Emergency batteries. These are one standard of the battery. We have several different styles of batteries. We have light cycle, deep cycle, certain types of power, like plasma storage. I don't know what you call it, but yeah, different types of batteries for different types of jobs. So, and turbo lift again. We have ourselves a blue phobe style head. I'm wondering. Yeah, there it is. There's a toilet in there. Officers' quarters again, nice and roomy. And we're back down towards the center of the ship. So that pretty much covers Deck 5 here. Again, if you'd like to tour the ship, feel free to come on to the Minetrek.net game server and come on and tour the Enterprise E here, the Defiant, the Voyager. We have the TOS Enterprise. We have TNG Enterprise, the Enterprise B, the Probert Enterprise C, the Enterprise C from the movies, of course, several versions of the D that we're currently working on, plus a whole host of other ships and stuff to tour, including the Novas. Nova, I believe there's a few more ships. The Fearless, of course, my build, and lots more. So yeah, it does kind of look like a turbo lift. So that's what. But I don't think it'll bother it. So, anyways, I'll let him work on it, and I will talk to you all later. Again, please hit that like button for me if you would. Also, visit us on Facebook and like us there if you feel up to it. And if you'd like to donate to the server and help keep the server up and running, please feel free to do so. All money donated to the server will be used by MLO to keep the server up and running. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye.